Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back once again with 5 tips on what I learned about business and how you can use the lessons I've learned in your own business. Whether you're a freelancer, a virtual assistant, whether you're setting up a business, whether you're trying to grow or scale a business, whether you are new or in business for a long time, these tips will help you as you look to navigate the road forward. These 5 tips are based on my experience, and I will share with you what they mean in my experience as well as how you can apply them in your business. Number 1 is you have to know your numbers. This is non-negotiable, right? Most people don't like looking at numbers. Most people don't take the time to understand their numbers, and a lot of businesses fail because they're not paying attention to the numbers, nor are they using numbers and data to help make good decision making. I learned this in my 15-year corporate career at Wells Fargo. I know how big businesses run their business successfully based on data. I've worked with hundreds of call centers in the Philippines, helping them level up their data. I've trained 10,000 analysts across Southeast Asia over the last decade. Numbers are important. And every business I've set up, I'm always looking at the numbers. I'm trying to understand the numbers as far as how many customers do I have to serve? What do I have to charge them to be profitable? To hit my goals, I say, this is my goal. Say I want to make $500,000 a year in my business. How many customers at what price point do I need to have to make that $500,000 goal? So you start with that, right? Then once you understand your numbers around your customers and how much you have to make, then you look at your competition to see if you're losing money or leaving money on the table. Are you charging too little or not charging enough for this? Or are you charging too much and not making yourself competitive? You also want to look at the data as far as your social media. What posts are being viewed? What's going viral? What has impact? What are people really tuning into and watching? What are they not? What is wasting time? You need to know that kind of stuff. You don't want to spend time on social media doing things that suck. You also want to know your numbers as far as what you're doing with your marketing ROI. What has your good bang for your buck, not just social media, but across your marketing expenses. You also want to understand the demographics numbers, your target market, your target client. Where do they live down to the zip code level? How many of them are they? What platform do they spend most of their time on? All this kind of stuff comes from numbers. So number 1 tip, know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, it's really hard to be successful in any kind of business. Even if you're a solo business owner, you should have a sense of your numbers. Number 2, you want to share your story. You want to use video. You want to be on YouTube like this video here. You want to be on Facebook Live. You want to be on TikTok. You want to be somewhere where you're consistently, a couple times a week, if not daily, using video to connect with your audience. No matter how cool your posts are, no matter how great of a writer you are, no matter how good graphics you make, you're not going to get as much traction as you will through videos. Videos are the way people communicate now. Not just videos, but live streaming. So if you can even engage people and do live streaming where you have interactivity with your audience, that's all the better. After you share your story, and your story should be all about why you do what you do. I do this because I love helping people, and I love helping people figure out how to succeed. And I do that because I have a gift for making sense of numbers, and I'm really good at connecting people, especially people that have a job or have too much work available and need someone to help them grow their business. So I connect to people that are looking for work that have good talent and good skill. So I know my story. I share my story every time I'm on camera. I talk about why I do. I have a passion for solving problems using data and virtual staffing. So you also want to build partnerships. You cannot do it alone, right? You want to have internal partners, people that you trust, business partners. You want to have advisors. You want to have people that mentor you. You want to be part of a mastermind. You want to have good communications with your team. You want to make sure that your clients always feel like they're up to date and know what's going on. If you build good partnerships, some of them you're going to make money off of, some are going to make money off of you, but the bottom line is you want to surround yourself with the right people. I'm a firm believer in the saying that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Build quality partnerships. I would not be where I'm at today without all the different partnerships I built over the years. You have to be likable. You have to be trustworthy. And what you're doing has to do something that has some kind of cool factor or great cause, or it does something special, or it's doing something that really helps people. You got to have a reason, right? You got to have something that's an advocacy for why you do what you do. When you do that, when you share that story, you're going to be much more successful. You want to build those partnerships around that story. That's really how you start putting it all together. And then finally, you want to be persistent. Right. So this is really the fourth one. You take your numbers, you figure out how to share your story to your target audience, and you build partnerships out of that. And you do it consistently. And you have to do it persistently. So you want to do it every day. And if you can't do it yourself, you hire a virtual assistant or you grow a team to be able to do it for you. But you want to be persistent. You can't give up. You got to keep going, right? Most businesses fail because people get stuck in Busyville and give up. They don't know how to scale their business. They don't know how to delegate. And that's where I come in. I can help you figure out what it is that you should delegate, find the right person or team to delegate to, and help you focus on what you do best by hiring us for all the rest. And the last thing that I'll share with you today is lean into your genius. Tip number 5 is you find that sweet spot in life. You figure out, what are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? And what will people pay you to do it? You want to be so good at something that you actually do it for free because you love it so much, but you can make money off of it. Again, for me, that comes in 2 pieces, right? It comes in knowing the numbers and then finding the right staff to use those numbers to grow your business to where you want to go. That's my talent. That's my sweet spot, right? I get on stages. I'm on virtual events. I'm on physical stages. I teach, I train, I get in front of people, and I share my insight, my knowledge about what it takes to grow a business based on the numbers in and around your business. I can show you how to grow your business. That's really what it's all about, finding that sweet spot. And once you get in that sweet spot, you lean into it. You don't get distracted and do other things. Most of the times in my businesses when I've struggled, it's because I got distracted and tried to do too much. I have a business all about training call centers to have better analytics. When I focused just on that, it's making $1 million a year, right? That was like my first really big success story. I launched a virtual assistant business just to serve small business owners, coaches, speakers, authors, trainers. Very successful because I've focused. I've leaned into my genius a couple of times, and every time I do it, it works. Don't do things that you're not good at. Don't get distracted and do things that somebody else is good at, but you're not. You can partner with them. You can invest with them. You can do other things like that down the road. But when it comes to what you do every day, make sure it's tied to your passion and your genius. So that's my video today. That's 5 tips on what I've learned about how to be successful in business. I'll be back again soon with 5 more tips about what I've learned in my life, in my business career, that you can take and apply in your business. So thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel below if you haven't already. Feel free to drop a comment. Thanks a lot, and get out there and have an amazing day.